Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back with another Fortnite video. And in today's video, I want to share with you guys the best smooth settings and controlled settings to use here in Fortnite. So if you guys are looking for some new smooth sensitivity settings to try out and use, I highly recommend watching this video to the end because these settings are some of the best for being able to build smooth, edit smooth, and just have a very smooth overall playstyle in Fortnite. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a VBuck giveaway. I bought a ton of these VBuck cards for you guys to have. If you guys would like to receive a card and enter the giveaway, all you guys have to do is simply drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell and drop a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, PSN gamer tag, or Epic account. I will be giving out one of these cards every single Friday. I will share the screenshot of the winner in the video, so make sure you guys stay updated if you are interested in winning free V-Bucks. And lastly, if you guys want to support me in the item shop, just go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in creator code Young Humor, and you guys will have me supported in the item shop as a creator. And alright guys, let's get to the video. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about the best smooth sensitivity settings to use in Fortnite. So if you guys are looking to build smoother, edit smoother, and everything in between, I'm going to show you guys what those settings are. So going to my control options and getting right into the video, just to show off my slide hold time and my reset camera axis. I made a whole separate video explaining this, and definitely give it a look if you're curious on, if you don't know exactly what reset camera does, but I have it on the yaw, and then I have it on a 0.15. I find this to be really good, but this really doesn't matter too much, or even if you choose not to use this setting, then it doesn't really matter too much overall. But the most important things are going to be your sensitivity. So the first thing that I want to talk about is going to be your building sensitivity, because this is really important. So what I recommend is a 2.2x for my build mode sensitivity, a 2.5x for my edit mode, and then my look and horizontals both on 42%. I want to explain why I have a 2.5 editing sensitivity over something like a 1.9. And the reason being, on that low of an editing sensitivity, if you don't have perfect crosshair placement, what's going to happen is it's going to cause you to miss a lot of edits, as I'm showing here. And that's why I don't recommend playing on a too low of an editing sensitivity. That's why I recommend playing a little bit higher, as I had in my settings at a 2.5. Now this is going to make it much easier to be able to edit walls without having the best crosshair placement in the world. So it allows you to make a lot of quick and smooth edits if need be. So you can be smooth, but say you're in a retake or build where you have to go for a quick edit, you're going to be able to do so. That's why I recommend playing on a little bit higher of an edit mode sensitivity, even for a smooth setting, which I have on a 2.5. And this is going to make it a lot easier, so when you're doing your retakes, when you're building, you're able to be smooth while you're building, but when you want to do your edits, you're able to do them smooth or quick, just how you'd want to have them in a real game, because smooth sensitivities are great and I personally like them quite a bit. The only issue is with smooth sensitivities, if you have it too low, it's gonna really hurt you in game if you get into a tough situation where you're right next to the wall, as I was right there. If you're right next to the wall, it's just really difficult to be able to get off that edit on a low sensitivity. So being on a 2.5 really just makes this sensitivity really viable for actual games. And that's why I don't recommend being on a 1.9. And that's why I highly recommend being on a 2.5 for your edit mode multiplier. And as you can see, when you're right next to walls, it's significantly quicker when it comes to editing. I'm able to get off these edits effortlessly. I don't have to put too much, it's not much of a struggle to get off these edits as it would be on a lower editing sensitivity. So that's why your building and editing sensitivity is some of the most crucial sensitivities to mess with if you are looking for smooth settings. Now for my ADS sensitivity, I have something a little bit different than what I normally have. I usually recommend like a 9 or 10% with zero boost, but I wanted to try something different for this video, and you guys have to let me know what you guys think. I think the sensitivity for aim down sights feels really good to use, but it is personal preference. If you don't like this sensitivity, then just put a 9 or 10% and you'll be satisfied with that. So I really like the sensitivity. It's a 5% with a 16% horizontal and vertical boost with a turning time of a 0.7. Now the reason why you want your boost ramp time really high is because, so the reason why this is really good is because the 5% sensitivity for your ADS is really great for making those small precision movements with your analog stick, so you're able to beam guys on linear sensitivity while aiming down sights from longer ranges. And it's really going to be apparent when you try out the sensitivity. Now, the reason why I have the boost on, which I had on a 16%, and I had the ramp up time at a 0.7, so the point of the boost is if you need to be able to move a little bit quicker to your left or right, you're able to do so. So the 5% is for making those really small adjustments, and then a 16% is for if you need to track someone who's moving a little bit quicker. But the reason why I have the ramp time up at 0.7 and why I like it having it that high is so you don't accidentally ramp up the boost by accident, because if you accidentally jitter your analog stick too far in one direction, it's going to activate the boost. But having it on like a 0.7, something that's a little bit higher up, is going to make it so you don't accidentally boost up your sensitivity for no reason when you're trying to shoot at someone who's long ranges. So I highly recommend giving this ADS sensitivity a try. I'll probably make a full video explaining why it's so good, but let me know what you guys think. It's a little bit newer than the stuff I normally have, but I really do like it. I find it incredibly easy to beam players from long range, mid range, and even close range, but typically close range you're going to be hip firing either way. But overall, I think the sensitivity is really great. The next thing that I do want to talk about and show you guys is going to be my dead zones. And I always do recommend being on the lowest dead zones that you can without having any major stick drift. So also a 0 look dampening time. I did forget to mention that. But foot controller setting off, and I'm on an 8% dead zone on both. This is about as low as I can get without having any major stick drift. If I could play on 5%, I would. And sometimes I do. It just makes my controller feel really responsive. 5 dead zones feel amazing, but it does add a little bit of extra stick drift that I really don't want to have. So 8% is just the sweet spot for me. Some of you guys may have to play on a 10 or 12% or even higher, depending on how old or how much drift your controller has. So those are going to be all of my settings for smooth sensitivity. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. If you guys could hit that like button, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hit the notification bell so you guys get notified every single time I upload a new video here on this channel. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video. And alright guys, I will see you next video.